I just saw Phoebe and Priscilla, and I didn't know they were going to be here today, and I'm very happy to see them. When I first came to City Church, they were two of the first people who made me feel welcome there. No, that's fine. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. I'd like to share a song that is a testimony to the truth that Christ is risen and that he makes all things new. This has been a truth that I needed to know as I faced the last few years. I shared my testimony here once before, and that very same day, I got the news that a very close family friend had died very suddenly in an accident on the farm where I grew up. Since that time, I would say my life has been marked by a series of losses in my work, with people at the end of life. I've been bearing witness to death on a daily basis, which in many cases is a beautiful experience in seeing how people take care of each other, but at the same time very difficult, as I'm sure you all understand. There have been losses in friendships and other relationships. There have been losses in our world. We all know that it's hard to turn on the news these days and not hear about a tragedy that could break your heart. As I face these things day in and day out, I really began to lose hope. There's a part of this song that says, "The world was good, the world is fallen, the world will be redeemed." We sang that one morning at City Church. And although it speaks of hope, at that moment, I sobbed. I just broke down and sobbed, longing for redemption. How long? How long will we have to wait until families can stop being separated by death? Till people can be safe going to the movies, gathering together in their worship spaces? How long? I was also, at that point, journeying through life as a single person, which has, of course, many blessings. But I also felt a very deep ache and longing for a partner to help weather the storms of life and all of these losses. And for many, many months, and in reality for many years, I needed to lean on the hope. I was overwhelmed by the desire for redemption. But sometimes we do go through these seasons where we don't know when redemption is coming. But the Lord tells us to hope. And believe me, I needed to know that the resurrection was real for me to even get out of bed and go to work each day. These very difficult times, this time of being in a desert, a wilderness, forced me to lean on the Lord for hope that I wasn't going to find anywhere else in the world. I needed to trust that the dawn really was upon me, that Jesus would make all things new. My heart and my life felt broken and weary and battered and bruised. But on April 23rd of this year, after I had come to a point of learning how to lean into that hope, it's an ongoing process, let me tell you, I was introduced to a man named Stephen, who's sitting here today, who helped me understand God's love for me and for all of us, even in the midst of the suffering we bear witness to. On October 9th, I began a new job after a search of over a year and a half, a job that I'm finding joy in and where I am still able to serve people at the end of their life. And on December 6th, this past Wednesday, Stephen asked me to marry him. I took off my ring so I wouldn't give it away. But I'm being reminded through all these things, blessings that God didn't need to give me. He didn't need to give me a new job or offer me the chance to have a husband who knows and loves him. He gave me Jesus. And one day, life will be new. All things will be made new. And that's my hope. But in the meantime, I'm overwhelmed by God's goodness in these things. And so I'd like to share this song with you. Come broken and weary, come battered and bruised, my Jesus makes all things new, all things new. Come lost and abandoned, come blown by the wind, he'll bring you back home again, home again. Rise up, oh you sleeper, awake. The light of the dawn is upon you. Rise up, oh you sleeper, awake. He makes all things new, all things new. Come burning with shame, come frozen with guilt, my Jesus, he loves you still, loves you still. Rise up, oh you sleeper, awake. The light of the dawn is upon you. Rise up, oh you sleeper, awake. He makes all things new, all things new. The world was good, the world is fallen, the world will be redeemed. The world was good, the world was fallen, the world will be redeemed. So hold on to the promise, the stories are true, that Jesus makes all things new, all things new. Rise up, oh you sleeper, awake. The light of the dawn is upon you. Rise up, oh you sleeper, awake. He makes all things new. He makes all things new, all things new, all things new.